All right. We're back here with another update. This is the third quarter update for Wealthfront 2021, right? I think we did our last update in June, maybe. So we got about one more that I'll probably do in December timeframe. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? But over here, I talk about. We usually just go over like any major changes that went on with the account. We'll probably look at what some of my holdings are. We'll look at transactions. We look at the overview, look at my net worth. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it that we do on this channel, right? And a lot of the main stuff I focus on, though, right, is the four principles that I mainly focus on. And that's becoming and remaining 100% debt free, right? That's the first thing. Second is you want to establish your emergency fund, right? This is 3 to 6 months if you're like a single Thundercat out there. If you're married with a spouse and you got kids, I would definitely, have no less than 6 months. But shoot for a year, man. It's if you don't do it for yourself, do it for like your spouse and especially your kids, right? Everybody takes cash. Nobody takes cash seriously until you need it, right? So make sure you got that emergency fund, right? The third thing we focus on over here is increasing our income, right? Because that's probably as important in your younger years than it is in the older and when you get older, right? There's certain timelines that you're supposed to be hitting throughout your life, right? And if you're wasting time in the stock market, you know, wasting time on YouTube, you might be missing those major milestones that you should be hitting already. So, focus on your career field, focus on getting a tangible skill, right? So that when the game of musical chairs stops, you're not getting that tap on the shoulder from your employer saying, "Hey, man, time's up." So increase your income, right? Last but not least, you want to have a high savings rate, right? Your savings rate matters more than your investment returns. Um, and there's an article that I'm gonna try to remember to put in the subscription or the in below, so you guys can read on that. But it basically goes over like why putting more money in earlier is better than focusing on returns in the market. So like for example, I have let's go here. I have $114,000 of my own cash in this account, right? The majority of people are relying on the performance of the market rather than focusing on their net deposits, right? And to focus on your net deposits this early on means I could stop today because I have 114,000 to compound on itself over the next 10, 15, 20 years, right? If that makes any sense. So if you're focusing on the performance, chances are you're seeing these crazy mood swings in the market, right? So, your investing returns, your savings rate matters a lot more than your investment returns. But we're gonna get into this update. So, total balance is 147. Forgot what my account was at last time, but I assume it's higher than what it was last time. For 2021, the time rated return is 11%. We made about $1,200 in dividends. Taxes saved 170, and fees we paid so far is 150. Half of this probably went to Black Lives Matter, so we'll see where that's at, right? As far as my allocations, Uh, it it still takes a while for me to get everything current. And this is another thing I would say about Wealthfront. Um, I noticed that in reading their white paper, the average account holder, Wealthfront account holder, like for a single person, they're talking about the person's making 200 plus $1,000, and for a married couple, it's like 400. So, and it also assumes that the majority of account holders are in California, right? So, although Wealthfront is for everybody, I think this is tailored towards high net worth individuals, right? Because for somebody putting what $10 a month into here or $100 a month into here, I can only imagine how long it would take for your account to actually get up to date, right? And I put what 3 grand a month into this account every month. So and it's still taking my account some time. So I can only imagine what people just starting out. I can only imagine what that's gonna do. So again, I mean it shouldn't be something to stop you from investing, but man, I could probably say the same thing for most other firms as well. So, but I mean, it's just something to consider. I think they said the average user throws about 10 grand in on a quarterly basis, which is what I do, but I'm spaced out throughout the month. So I want to say maybe I put in 12 grand every quarter, but it's dollar cost averaged, and so I don't know. I noticed that there's been more cash held over in here, and I can't really click on this. I can click on it on the mobile app, and it says it's cash in here because it's usually from leftover dividends or maybe some of the increments that it can invest in. I think it's at a certain amount, or there's any like pending trades or something that's held in here. But I don't worry too much about that. I do keep an eye on it, but um, this is probably the highest I've seen it so far. But we'll go inside the stocks, see what we got going on here. Yeah. Another thing about this is I don't see these ever going away, and I think it's because the market's growing at the rate it is. In order to make these go away, I would probably pay you know a lot in taxes. Maybe not that much, but you know, Wealthfront focuses on lowering my tax bill, so I don't think they necessarily want to sell all this. But it's just been hanging on there. I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon, though. But this lower portion right here, the U.S. direct indexing is starting to build up now. It's where the majority of my deposits are going. So let's see what we got in here. Again, the purpose of this strategy is to lower my tax bill. So a lot of these stocks aren't in here for the sole purpose of you know capital gains or anything. It's a complex strategy that they're using to lower my tax bill. And one thing I can use to keep track of that is, let me go back real quick. The cost basis, right? For a lot of the tax locks. So it's almost, you can even download a spreadsheet for it too, and it just kind of goes over what it's saving me basically. So you can see a lot of these are happening almost every day and multiple times throughout the day. So a lot of work going on in the background in this account. As far as risk parity, that's been doing its thing. So trying to see what else. As far as portfolio line of credit, Still at 34,000. I feel like I've been here for the longest. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I've been at 34. I don't know what I was at last update, but I did read about, because I'm invested in the risk parity, it limits the amount that I can borrow from the account. Not that I ever plan on using this anyway, right? Um, I'll just take money. Like, if I ever got to the point where I needed money, I would just stop putting money into Wealthfront, right? So instead of like taking money out, or instead of touching my emergency fund, I just wouldn't put any money in here. So um, I know they keep trying to get me to use this every time I like hit the like the transfer fund, like to take money out. They'll say, "Hey, use your portfolio line of credit." It's like, nah, I'd rather just, like, if it came down to it, I'm just gonna take the money out of the account. So let's look at transactions. See what's been going on. Dividend reinvesting. Yeah. So again, like I said, man, I put about $3 grand a month into here. Account's been doing what it's been doing, man. A lot of dividends coming in. Deposits. Been buying, selling some stuff. Yeah, just quite a few dividends have been going in and then just getting reinvested for the most part. Put more money in. Yeah, nothing too different, man. Nothing like what's hasn't been already been happening. Um, but yeah, man, it's crazy, man. My chart's starting to fill out pretty well, man. The market's been doing like something weird, man. It's been doing something weird. But all time, we're looking at 44%, right? We're looking at 4,000 in dividends that I've earned so far. Taxes saved, 1,900, and the fees I paid is 300. Right? So with fees, like I said, it's I paid for a good service, right? Um, that's assuming that Wealthfront is actually focused on financial matters and not uh, gender identity and racial equality and all this other craziness, right? You just want a financial firm to focus on finances, right? But that's not bad compared to what I've seen other companies charge. Like, again, Wealthfront charges a point, what, 25%, not even, and it's just, that is nothing for a account size of this amount. Listen, man, that's pretty cheap. So, and technology allows them to do this. So that's what's nice. And again, I've saved, I think overall, between this account and my Fundrise account, I've saved over $200,000 of my own cash, right? So, which means the rest of it is profit, right? So, I think at this point I'm almost up $100,000 in profit, and coming along pretty nice, man. It's pretty nice, man. I'm still unmotivated, bro. For the time being, I'll stay with Wealthfront, um, and we'll take it by month, right? See what happens. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on it. As far as like the software itself or platform, it looks like it changed. It's more crisp. The screen seems more bright. I don't know if it's because it's late at night and I had a couple beers or what's going on, but yeah, the screen just seems bright. Although I do like it though, right? It's like crispy, right? And I think the chart looks different too. I gotta look at the older videos just to see what it looked like, but yeah, it looks different, man. Yes, and it's crazy, man. Seeing like, oh, actually, what? So I started this 15 with 500 bucks in 2018, and in 2020, sorry, 2021, I put $100,000 of my own cash in there, and in June of this year, yeah. So in just under what 3 years, I put in. I'm up over 100,000. Hey, and actually, this is the example I want to show y'all. Right? There's no YouTuber online that's gonna show you 500 bucks to $100,000 in under 2 to 3 years. Under 3 years. There's no dividend. There's dividend portfolios that are maybe twice this amount. They didn't get that way, right, from dividends. They got that way from them actually putting money in the account. So whether you're a dividend investor or you actually want to hire professionals, you just need to add money to your account, right? So that's going to be the difference in account values later on. So other than one person paying a crap ton of taxes, but it's crazy, man. It's already been almost 4 years that I've been with the company, so that's pretty interesting. You can see 2020 was crazy looking. But I think we're done with this chart. I don't think there's anything else to say on there. It's pretty cut, dry, simple. We'll go to the overview, look at the net worth update. All right. You see it. 300,000, man. I'll tell you, man, that's pretty motivating to see, man. 300. Especially since I'm not even 30 yet. So, I used to think, man, like if I had a girlfriend, which I can't seem to hang on to a girlfriend for long. But if I was married, which comes with its risk nowadays, right? Being married comes with its fair share of risk. I don't care what people are trying to tell you. I've seen my fair share of divorces, and I know there's nothing that can destroy you faster than a divorce. But nonetheless, for me doing this by myself, it's a pretty huge accomplishment, man. Seeing 300,000, and it's almost like a challenge, man. It's almost like addictive, and the amount that I can learn in just 3 months is just astonishing, right? So, but as you guys can see, the majority of my net worth is in what I like to consider real assets, right? I don't really do mortgages. I don't pretend like I have money, right? Which I think that's going to have also another fair set of risk, because 90% of most people's net worth is inside of a house that they don't necessarily own. So I think that's the main difference between me. And that's kind of what I want you guys to understand, right? It's, what I'm starting to realize is you get looked at differently by a lot of these companies. And I've talked to some different firms, right? And they always ask, like, if I have a mortgage or something, or if I have debt. And when I tell them I don't, it's almost as if they look at me like it's something wrong with me. And it's like, I don't get it. So, the majority of this increase, though, is due to my Fundrise account. If you guys haven't saw that update, check that out. But because the market's been doing like up and down, and this is why I diversify, right? This is completely different from the stock market, and it's private real estate at that. So it's not the REITs, not the public REITs. I think somebody asked me that question. Why don't I invest in? I forgot what the ticker was that he told me, but Dude, if I wanted to invest in public REITs, I'll do it through Fundrise, not Fundrise, but Wealthfront. But you know, I'm not interested in public REITs because they're no different than just regular stocks, right? There's too much fluctuation in it. People can pull out whenever they want, and I've gotten accustomed to this, so I don't see myself doing it. As far as like the start engine investment I used to have here, I'm not doing that anymore. I realized that that was a little too much risk that I'm not willing to take. That would have locked my money up with the potential of just never getting it back at all. And more importantly, it would have took more time. I would have had to do way more research on it, and that's not something I'm interested in. What I am interested in now, though, is Yield Street. Um, it's something I've been looking into, right? I don't know yet. A lot of it is for it invest in alternatives, right? So this is different from Wealthfront and Fundrise, right? And that's the main point of diversifying, right? It can't have anything to do with the other investments. So, and as you guys can see, this invests in all types of alternatives. Now, the thing with this is, it's only for accredited investors, but they do have a fund meant for us peasants, a prison fund, right? Minimum is $500, and they pay out about 8%. Now, I haven't seen any YouTube videos on this, so I'm hoping somebody does a video so I can watch it. But I haven't really had the available cash. I'm trying to save up for something else. There's a new optic I want for my weapon, and that costs a pretty penny, so I really want to buy that instead of putting money in here. So I haven't even been putting it in Wealthfront. So I think I'm just sticking with $4 grand instead of $5 grand now because I want to. There's other stuff I want to buy, man. There's a lot of stuff I want to buy for my weapon. So um, I think I'm gonna stop at $10 grand for the emergency fund. Again, I'm a single Thundercat, pretty healthy. I'm not worried about medical insurance or life insurance, so I think $10 grand is pretty fine. There is something I wanted to show you guys in this tool right here, and it kind of goes into how decisions today can affect you long term, right? So let's say, actually no, I think I gotta go to what? How do I? Oh, here it is. So let's say I've been eyeballing, man. I've been eyeballing this freaking car. It's the it's the BMW. What was it like? M5 competition. It is just a disgusting car, man. And I was just like, bro, man, if I ever crash my car, it's game time. So I kind of want to show you guys um, basically the decisions that you make now. And me, wait, what just happened? Oh no! All right, that was weird. I don't think anything went in there, so we're gonna try this again. All right, so I just want to show you guys the decisions of your actions. So let's say I was like, hey, screw it, YOLO. I'm getting this car, bro. I don't care. And me, because I'm not a debt slave. I had to pay for it in cash. Yeah, I think I saw the price on that, and that thing was like 85,000, and I think that was for like a used one. It was something disgusting. Like, I don't know who these cards are for anymore. Obviously not me. But it shows you right here, man. This this expense decreases your net worth at retirement by 200,000. Crazy, bro. Crazy, right? And it just shows you, man. Like, net worth. I think it was at 2.2. Now it's just at 2 million. But you can see how I went from like 300 to 282. And I doubt I'll go back up that quick. I don't know how they're calculating this. I don't know if they expect me to get a loan for this or something, or if it's just flat out 85,000. Well, 382. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're top. I don't know what. I don't know what the. Yeah, but either way, man, you see how it cuts down. You see how it took $200,000 from me over time, right? So, and you guys might be saying, well, duh, idiot, just get a loan or just don't buy $85,000 car. Well, I mean, listen, it's what I want. I could say the same for most of y'all that go out here and buy these ridiculous homes. So I wouldn't buy a home that costs $300,000. The interest that you guys, hey, how do I get rid of this crap, man? Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can get rid of this. There it is. I can get rid of this. Yeah, so I just wanted to show y'all that real quick, man, so y'all can see. This chart looks different too, man. Like the screen is just, dude, it's just a white. All right, now I see what's happening. Now it's just, all right. If I got one critique for Wealthfront, put something, put something back here. Maybe y'all got something going on back here. I'm not sure, but can you please just put something in the background instead of just a white blank screen? So, other than that, I think that's all I got, man, for this update. Like I said, Wealthfront is pretty plain cut, right? Pretty dry. And as long as they get the job done, that's all I really require of them. Again, it does everything for you, so there's not much to do in this account. This is probably the least amount of time I spent. This is the most amount of time I ever spent in this account ever is doing these updates. So, seeing this account is, I think, the first time for me. So, I think the next update I'm gonna do is maybe like January or December or January. So, we'll see where I am. I'm thinking I'm at 147 now. Market's been weird, so I'm thinking maybe 160. I don't know. We'll see though. But we'll see. Well, I'll be interested to see where I land at for the year. I'm expecting big gains to come from Fundrise. So who knows? I might be at 350, 310 at the least, 360 at the most, 370 at the most. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions about Wealthfront, you're better off contacting Wealthfront than you are talking to me. If you have any personal questions about me, hit me up in the comment section, and we can talk it out. Other than that, man, that's all I got. All right, Millennial, lead the way.